You know, I could be a lot more jovial than this, though. You've played with me enough. But I'm not in full-on rage mode either, so that's good. Just an emotional roller coaster. Alrighty. We do some duels. Delay should be about 15 seconds for most users, if I had to guess. Is that the default, or is that after the new change, Knob? Is that what it was before the fix? Let me switch. Not alt. There we go. There we go. Wait a minute. Did OBS lock? No, it didn't. Good. We're still golden, baby. Use the on-off toggle in settings under channels video. Okay, so probably have to stop the stream to actually do that. Okay, well, I'll definitely get that going for next time. Well, I mean, I guess I could cast his duel, but it looks like Legion's just gonna own. Could be a beatdown. Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know why you would. I mean, if you want to set a delay, there's an ability to do that. What we want is the built-in delay that's always been there and gets worse the longer you stream. We want that to go away. So they've been testing it for partners for a while, making it public now. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, I understand new features you want to roll out in scaled fashion because you never know what's going to happen, what issues it might cause. Knob, do you know anything about how they accomplished this? I mean, is it just like an increased bandwidth type of thing? Or, I mean, I imagine it had to be infrastructure-based to, you know, cut that delay out, which is just, like I said, kind of been inherent to Twitch for some time. That's a big frag by pimpjuice, actually, as he gets himself the belt. And now he's got an opportunity to catch Legion with his pants down. He's got no weapon. Lets him get the rocket, though. He's trying to line up the shot with the shotgun. He does finish him off with the beam. Not too much damage taken in that engagement either. He's back up to 150 armor. Going to collect this one as well. Nice dodging shock primary there by pimpjuice, as he's got Legions on the run. Absolutely needs to try to close the distance here, but takes a little bit of fall damage here, I think, unless maybe that was Legion's Link secondary. So now he's got map control, though he's early on the armor spawn here. Just trying to play super defensively. He is going to pick it up, keeps Legions off of it. And now he's going to try to fish for a frag. Actually goes for the cutoff. Good play there. Pulls out the Link secondary. That's the Ghostbuster gun. Don't cross the streams. And that's going to win him the second belt in a row. So he's already cut the lead in half. Down by 3. Plenty of time on the clock. He's doing a good job of moving to the next armor piece to maintain his map control. So here's where we see things start to slide back towards pimpjuice's favor. And that's the hallmark of a solid dueler. You take your lumps when your opponent has map control, and then when you have the opportunity, you strike and you make the most of it, which is what he's doing right now, though you see him favoring that Link secondary when he's up close. But given the fact that he realizes Legion is probably low, if not having any armor, that's kind of a smart play. It's a very OP weapon right now, particularly in duel. Ermagerd! What up, Payback? But yeah, this already turned into a pretty close game, and when I first got in here, I think it was 6-0. So a 5, make that 6 frag run by pimpjuice to tie it up, and he's doing a pretty solid job of maintaining map control. But he could lose his belt here. No, great timing, just barely gets it. Although he is getting chewed up quickly, and Liquid's, wow, or excuse me, Legion still gets the frag despite the fact that he gave the belt up to pimpjuice. So if that doesn't show how OP that Link secondary is right now, I don't know what does. He chewed through that belt in no time. I'm going to turn the air off now, hopefully get rid of that background noise. Probably going to have to periodically turn it back on just because it does get hot in here with all the computers and monitors and my hot body. Nah, I'm not that conceited. Yeah, the Link secondary is extremely OP, or just the Link in general. I hate the fact that the primary blocks the combos. Well, I don't hate that it does that. I hate that it does that and it shoots so fast. If the rate of fire on the primary was a little lower, it wouldn't be such a counter to the shot combo. But then you have the secondary pull, which is also a utilitarian feature where you can keep your opponent in a duel close to you if you've got the advantage to finish them off, or you can slow down a flag carrier. There's just, I mean, really, really powerful. Payback, quit trolling. Link too weak, needs more pull and damage. You get out of here with that nonsense. Don't let me time you out. But next, this engagement here is going to be extremely important as both players have a pretty good stack going, almost dead even. And it's only one frag that separates them, with Legionz in the lead, using that rockets to his advantage. Trying to get some hits off onto pimpjuice, but unfortunately, it looks like pimpjuice is getting the better of these engagements so far. Oh, and here comes the Link, or not the Link secondary, it's the mini secondary, which is actually pretty powerful as well. It's like a shotgun. So both of these guys chipping away at each other, trying to find a frag, but content to engage and then back off. You see that sometimes in duels where both players are extremely stacked. They fight, they get pretty low, so they both back off. It's kind of indicative of both of their passive play styles. But here's a fight at the belt, as Legionz did get that belt. pimpjuice kind of forced to back off as he has no armor left, down to 39 HP. Restack again, similar to what I was talking about in that last engagement, where they just kind of fight and they get wounded and they back off. Here you'll see Legionz back off again. Baits out that combo. Nice timing there by Legionz. Not timing as far as the pickups, but waiting for that combo to come from pimpjuice as he was contesting that armor, and then immediately taking it after that combo explodes. That's a smart play, because if he just runs out to the armor, he's going to hit that combo and die, and then probably not get the armor, and pimpjuice will have it. So smart, subtle play there by Legionz, as he is kind of nursing this one frag lead. But pimpjuice is slowly building up a stack with what he can grab, as he has a slight advantage, but again conceding the belt to Legionz, who's had the past couple, I think. So Legionz fully comfortable to go at him, but has to back away from that flat cannon. It's so powerful if you can connect with a direct hit. Although I do think the primary is a bit inconsistent right now. And pimpjuice getting back off the board. He had that 6 frag run, then gave up the lead to Legionz, and now, actually no, excuse me. Looks like Legionz killed himself. He had 7 frags. What happened there? Whatever the case, it's now 7-6. And pimpjuice with his first lead of the map, and he's got not full control, but 100, 150. Needs to locate Legionz and force the issue now. Yeah, Hypno has slightly higher sense, because he, you could kind of tell from his swift movement and kind of sweeping of his mouse. But there's another frag from pimpjuice to get his highest lead of the map at 2. And Legionz is going to hear him get the belt, but smart play by him to go and collect the armor. So at least has something to contest with pimpjuice's stacks. Let's go watch from pimpjuice. Look at him just crouching through the map. And that's actually due to audio, because right now when you run around, your footsteps are so loud. I think there is a walk function, so you could try that. Or maybe there isn't a walk. I may be mistaken on that. I played UT99 recently. That probably tricked me. But to really be silent, you have to crouch walk. So that's part of his decision to do that. Tries not to walk into that rocket. As Legionz is down to 1 HP, and there you go. Gets taken out by the Stinger. Pushed his frag lead to 3 with 5 minutes on the clock. No signs of stopping. Hits that one rocket, but can't follow it up with the air. Can't hit the finisher. pimpjuice at this point just trying to keep him off the belt, but has about 10 seconds left before it spawns. He's trapped there. Has to drop. Might concede it to Legionz. No! Smart move. Crouch walks through the crack ledge there. Drops down and finishes Legionz off to push his frag lead to 4. He's in double digits now and gets that belt. Crucial engagement there by pimpjuice, and he has looked so strong after going down 6-0 at the start of this match. seeing another aggressive fight. It seems legionz is content to be a bit more aggressive when he doesn't have map control, and it pays off there with the frag to cut the lead to 3. But he's got to turn this into map control. He's got to pick up some armor, well, does need a little bit of health. Not too bad in that department. But see, already conceded the 50 armor to pimpjuice as well as chest armor. So despite getting that frag, pimpjuice completely restacked. And now he's going to try to make a play on the belt. I'm not sure how well he has it timed. He gives it up to legionz. A bit of a mistake there by pimpjuice because he did have the armor stacked. But if he could connect with these rockets, it all doesn't matter. legionz down to 31 HP, 86 armor, 86 health on pimpjuice. Can't let legionz get away here. He needs to chase after him and finish him off. Gets line of sight on him. Has an idea where he's at, but he looks like he's going to make sure that he can re-up on this armor, which he will do. Nice strafing combo to do significant damage and finishes him off with the primary. Which realistically, the primary is a bit of a finisher gun right now because you're not going to take someone's stack off with a primary. You're going to have to hit like 8 in a row to kill him. So it's better to use a combo or some other high damage weapon, and then a primary is actually a very viable finisher from mid to long range because it shoots so fast. So right now, pimpjuice in control. But legionz has shown an ability to frag his way into or out of map control deficit. Like basically, despite the fact that pimpjuice has had a stack against him, legionz has been able to claw his way through that and back up to 150 again. He's been doing a good job of timing that belt, and oh, pimpjuice pays for that. Good baiting by legionz on that helm, on the head armor. Brings him down to 4 HP, and he will be finished off by the headshot from pimpjuice. 2 minutes 18 on the clock. Down by 3 here is legionz. Certainly doable. We saw the snakes to come back from Numb. Sorry, Numb. In a similar fashion. He had 45 seconds left and was at a 2 frag deficit and actually rattled 3 frags off in that time to win in regulation. So if you get an opportunistic frag and then some lucky spawn kills, it is entirely doable. But pimpjuice kind of realizing that and keeping his distance. He doesn't have any armor stack at this point, and legionz is looking quite well. Gets a general idea of where he's at, but legionz is going to get that belt, and now you'll see him start to engage, start to chase, as he has to start making up this deficit. Minute and a half on the clock, gets in close. Looks like a mouse badge there. Trying to connect with the rockets. Hits 2 for some splash damage at his feet. Pursuing. Doesn't want to walk into that flak, man. He does. pimpjuice using the angles around the corner to kind of bait legionz into that close range, and he connects with the flak when he needs it most. And that might be the backbreaker because it's going to extend his lead to 4. pimpjuice able to bully legionz off of that helm. legionz going to have to hit a good sniper shot here as he's down to 20 HP. 60 seconds left. That may be the end of it. That may be the fat lady singing for legionz. 30 days of messness. 30 days of messiness is more like it, because I don't know. You weren't here earlier, Payback. I was a little grouchy. I was playing some arena, and I got frustrated because every time you died, you couldn't spectate properly. And then I played some FFA, some deathmatch, and I kept getting frustrated, getting spawn killed in the back because there were 14 people in the server. But played some CTF after that, cheered me up a bit. Paco came by and cheered me up, and now really in my element casting games, because I think that's what I do best. I mean, I'm not the greatest of players, but I've watched a lot of UT, so I feel like I at least have something to offer in that respect. Just be able to try to make games entertaining for people, you know. And I hope you guys do enjoy this. I like doing it, and I hope to keep doing it. I want to get better, not just as a caster, but also as a cameraman, you know, doing the full 9. And honestly, the players, you know, guys like legionz and pimpjuice, kudos to pimpjuice in that game for the comeback, being down 6-0 at the beginning and clawing his way back into it. I mean, these are the guys that make it fun to watch. I mean, I'm just a fan of the game, so it's real easy to just come in, watch a match, and just talk about it and have fun with it. It's kind of effortless with UT. You should try drunk casting one night. Yeah, I think